Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today it is Fragrance Friday and we are going to talk about all of my top 10 for life fragrances. And let me just say that this was a very difficult decision and I feel like I owe apologies to the ones I didn't pick. So like they're my family. But anyway, I guess it's kind of like family in the sense that I have favorites and I'm putting this out on the internet. But before we get started, I'm going to tell you what's on my nails and what is on my lips, because if I don't, you guys always ask. So what is all over my nails is this beautiful green color. I don't do greens very well or often. Actually, I think this might be the only green color of nail polish I own. This is from ILNP in the color Bottoms Up. And I think it's because it's a white based green that I actually can pull this off. I just find green just doesn't look right on my skin tone or something. But anyway, I really do love this. 2 coats, very lovely cream polish. And what's all over my lips, just one item I have from Maybelline in the Lifter Gloss formula. This is number 004 Silk, and I love these, you guys. This and my Clarins, like new lip oils I've showed you guys a lot. They're probably like the go-to things that I grab all the time. So this is a beautiful color. They have so many different colors that I'm trying to be good and not buy too many. I'm trying, but I can't make promises that this won't happen, that I go and buy like 10 more. Okay, so today it is all about my top 10 fragrances, which was so hard for me to pick. So in my little selection here, I have celebrity fragrance, I have a bunch of designer fragrances, but I also have some niche. So we're gonna go from the bottom and work our way up to the top for the price points. I am gonna talk about celebrity fragrance first that I have. I just have the one, then I have a couple in the designer section, and then I have a whole bunch of niche. And the niche ones are actually very interesting. Some of the price points are all over the board, so they're not super expensive, and then there are some that are fairly expensive. I think this goes without saying that if I were to pick, 10 fragrances for life, one of them has to be a fragrance I would wear to bed. Yes, I believe so. And I already have a video I'll try to remember to put in the cards that I did for the fragrances I will wear to go to sleep. This is by far number 1 in my books to get me relaxed. It's a little sweet, it's a little calming. It has lavender, it has coconut, it has vanilla, it has a little bit of everything. And that's Ariana Grande's Cloud, the original. I've yet to try the 2.0, but from what I'm hearing, a lot of people is that 2.0 is okay, but a lot of people were reaching for the original. So this is the big bottle. I've already gone through a smaller bottle. I think it was a 30 ml. And yeah, I love this, you guys. I love it on its own to wear to bed, but I also love pairing this up with Sleepy body lotion from Lush. I feel that the 2 combo is just beautiful. Oh, this is such a great fragrance, you guys. Oh, and the reason why I've been holding on to this and not using it is I'm trying to finish up another one I'm using for bed right now. And then I can't wait. Like I bought this big one. Most of the fragrances I purchased, if not from Shoppers Drug Mart, I purchased them on fragrancebuy.ca. So this was a fragrancebuy.ca purchase. Very good price for this one. Again, top 10 for life. None of these are in any order, by the way. I'm just doing them in grouping. So yeah, if you want to wear one to bed, do it. Okay, so now we're going to be talking designer fragrances, and I have just a couple here to share with you guys. So when it comes to designer, it's normally like fashion designers, that kind of thing. That's how I looked at it and perceived it to be. So with that being said, I decided to pull out the only fragrance I have that is really spring-like. And the only downfall is it is limited edition, but it is out right now. And I've raved about this. It is an absolute stunner of a fragrance. It is from Marc Jacobs, and this is Marc Jacobs Oh So Fresh Skies. And this one in particular is a limited edition, but you can get it right now, and it is my absolute favorite. I'll try to also link another video I did for Marc Jacobs fragrances. This is the most recent purchase. This came out, it says online, it came out December 2021. I did not see this in my Shoppers Drug Mart until the very beginning of January-ish 2022. And as you guys can see, I have used quite a bit of this. This is the most fresh. And when I rave about something, I mean, I love it. I guess I'm a person who raves about something and I'll never take it back. I don't take anything back to say that I hate it after all is said and done. I know people seem to change their fragrance preferences, but that's not really me. I really do stick with my favorites and I just add more favorites. This is so gorgeous. The Daisy by Marc Jacobs Oh So Fresh Skies. That's the name of this one. This is the newest one that launched. It is the most fresh. It's got some floral, which is saying something, you guys, because I am not a floral fanatic. I actually find it very difficult to figure out fragrances to wear in the months of springtime. But this and most of my Marc Jacobs, like I said, I'll link that card above. I tend to reach for these ones. I feel Marc Jacobs does a fabulous job for springtime fragrances. This one is like I hopped out of the shower, I spray my body down. It's not. I smell like laundry. I love it. As a gal who loves laundry fragrances, right up my alley. So again, that's Marc Jacobs, Oh So Fresh Skies. This is an absolute stunner of a fragrance. It is a limited edition, but it is out right now. And now we're going to stick with a couple more designer fragrances, but both of the ones I want to share with you guys are more of a summer pick. Where I lean towards fall winter fragrances generally, I do the complete opposite when it comes to summer fragrance picks. I love anything summer. I grew up in a desert. It was very hot, very dry, pools, lakes, all that stuff were all around us. Anyway, this I decided to pick is Aqua Allegory Coconut Fizz. This is a beautiful fragrance that it's a young greenish coconut, if that makes sense. Like I feel like it's not a sweet, heavy, sugary coconut. This is a nice young coconut. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. I just closed my eyes and I think I'm on a beach somewhere warm, not what I'm looking at out my window right now. But you guys, this is one of my favorites. When I got into the fragrance journey in the spring of 2022, I did watch a lot of people's videos. And then I started to incorporate Fragrance Fridays into my videos as well. But I saw a lot of people talking about this, and it was one of the very first fragrances that I picked up once I started my fragrance portion of my channel. And I will not regret this. Again, it's very hard to find, but I did find this on fragrancebuy.ca. This in no way is sponsored. They don't even know who I am. I'm just telling you guys where to get the best deals. Again, the Aqua Allegory Coconut Fizz from Guerlain. Great place to find it is on fragrancebuy.ca. And this is just stunning. I love it. It's fresh, it's clean. It's just that like perfect coconut. I love it. And another one I have, the last one in the designer section here I want to talk to you guys about is probably my favorite from this house in general. And I just love it because it's so easy for me to reach. And for what it is, it actually lasts on my skin a very long time because freshies don't tend to last. Like the Coconut Fizz Aqua Allegoria, it doesn't last super long, hence why I had to put it on a little bit more, every couple hours. This next one actually lasts a long time. It's my favorite from the house, like I mentioned, and it's also the only one I have in the large size bottle, and that is Aqua Joya by Giorgio Armani. So salty, fresh, beautiful ocean, like good ocean. Oh, citrus, freshness. It's gorgeous, you guys. This is like end of spring going into summer, and this ties me through summer, as you guys can see. This is also one of the very first purchases I made after I kind of watched and really got addicted to fragrances. As you guys can see, I only had it for 2 summers. I didn't make as big a dent as I wanted to last summer because I'm like a spending spree when it came to fragrances. This year, you guys, I plan on making a big dent in this. But anyway, you guys, this is beautiful. It is salty. It is fresh with a brightness of citrus. And citrus and fresh don't last on me very long. This lasts at least 6 hours, which is saying something. As I've said before, you guys, my body temperature is quite high compared to the norm, I think. And it just eats up fragrances super fast. So again, Aqua Joya by Giorgio Armani is one of my favorites, especially for summer, end of spring and into summer. I can't live without it ever. You need to stay. They better not get rid of this. So we're going to talk about niche. And niche meaning that it is not a designer in clothing, like they're not Giorgio Armani, it's not Guerlain. This one I'm putting in with the niche because that's exactly what they do. Body care, a little bit of hair care, but they do this super well. And this is like my signature scent in the summertime. This is Brazilian Crush Body Fragrance Mist by Sol de Janeiro. I think this is the 71, Chorizo 71. I don't know. It doesn't say on the outside. I got 2 lids here. I kept it. I can't believe it. As you guys can see, I'll take that off. I have used quite a good chunk of it. This is great. I know lots of people who love this fragrance. I have it in body lotion. I've had it in scrub. I've had it in hand lotion, foot lotion. I haven't tried the hair care. I don't know if I want to based on reviews, but body spray. And don't buy the perfume. Don't buy the perfume version. Go on the cheap. It's still cheaper for you to get this big, big bottle. It is 8.1 fluid ounces to get this, and it lasts as long or longer than the perfume. It's the perfume, I don't know. I think they probably just water it down and you pay almost twice as much for it. Get this. It is a fan favorite in the summertime. So many people rave about it. I love it. They do have a bunch of different ones in their lineup, but this so far of all the ones I've tried is probably my favorite. So Chorizo71, yes. So the next pick is from a very, very underrated house. And I feel like Sephora sells it. And if you're smart, you go to fragrancebuy.ca to see if they have it in stock. Again, you can get $40 off of this bottle of a plethora of other flavors, scents. But I'm talking about Comptoir Sud de Pacifique, and I chose Vanilla Apricot. This is the fan favorite. This is the one that everybody loves. You can't go wrong with it. It's sweet, it's sugary, it's that beautiful Tahitian vanilla. It's got a little lactonic note to it. It's got that beautiful apricot, but they do so many twists. In fact, I have 5 other bottles. So I have like the original vanilla, I have the apricot, but I also have some travel sprays and blackberry and banana and all that stuff that they mix with their base of that vanilla. This is not talked about enough. I love this one. I love it so much. I have this in travel spray. And on our epic road trip, which I will fill you guys in as I can, I will be taking with me the whole lineup of travel sprays with me on that trip, because I did that on our way out here to Halifax, Nova Scotia on our big trip across North America to get here. So with that said, you guys, this is just a beautiful, a sweet, decadent, oh my gosh, it smells like vanilla icing sugar with apricot. So good, you guys. I can't talk about this highly enough, but again, you got the Sephora VIB sale coming up at some point. They do sell this. I know the apricot one is very, very popular, so you might want to put it in your cart and like check out as soon as you can when the sale comes around. But fragrancebuy.ca has a plethora of different ones. Like they have the apricot and all different ones, and if they don't have it in stock, just put yourself down for notification. When it comes in, they'll notify you, and then you can buy it, right? So anyway, 100% love this, especially if you're a sweet tooth lover. Like I have a sweet tooth, and this definitely is sweet. Okay, you're gonna see a theme. Love vanilla. Vanilla is my top, probably, yeah, my top actual fragrance in fragrances. So like it's like got to be the main accord. My body just takes vanilla and just makes it even more gourmand. I think it's probably, as I mentioned earlier, my body temperature is pretty warm, and I just find florals I don't do well with, generally speaking, but vanilla, anything with a strong vanilla base is my jam. And the next perfume that's on my list of top 10s, it was like one of the first ones I pulled off my shelf because I knew. I'm like, yes, I didn't have to debate this. This is from Kayali in Vanilla 28, and this is vanilla, and I know they advertise it to be a very clear or very somewhat clear liquid, but mine over time, that's what vanilla does. That atomizer is absolutely gorgeous, and the scent is beautiful. I use also Elixir 11 from the same company to blend with this as well, but this hands down is my favorite, like true on just vanilla scent. I know there's other notes to it, but what I get is vanilla. It's comforting. I love this. It was with me through a hurricane when it was just me and Willow at the time, as Nelson was away at work. But love this fragrance. I highly recommend, and I see that they've got some box sets on Sephora, or I think it's Sephora, where you get this size and a little mini as well for the price of just this size here, which is a 30 mil, I think. Can't tell, but I think it's a 30 or 50 mil. Anyway, you guys, highly recommend this if you love vanilla. So now we get to more expensive niche. These last 3 that I have are a little more expensive, but they have a certain place in my heart. I know you guys will figure out one, and then I'll mention that at the end. But this one became a close second. This one gave me tears in my eyes, when I received a sample from my friend Emmy. I will link her information down below. She sent me a sample to try because she had this in her collection, and I smelt it, and it just reminded me, this is like, the heat of COVID, you guys. I hadn't seen my family just like so many of you, and I hadn't been home for Christmas just like so many of you to participate in like Christmas gatherings and the food. Of course, I like have partial Italian in my family, and so food is a huge deal. food and wine and all that. Well, when I smelled this particular fragrance that she sent me a sample of, it brought a tear to my eye. It reminds me exactly like plum pudding and hard sauce. If you're English or Scottish, you probably know exactly what that is as well. But it is like a fruitcake base. It is like a fruitcake base, and then the hard sauce you make, it's not hard. It's just amazing whipped cream, brown sugar, butter, like the spices. And in that actual fruitcake, you've got dates, you've got cinnamon, you've got all the stuff. So what am I talking about? You probably already knew. But this is Café Cabanel from Teo Cabanel. This, oh, I had to pull it, you guys. It was a must at this point. Oh, it's so good, you guys. This is like dessert at Christmas time. This is all the fruits and all the spices, all those dark, rich fruits and the spices and the whipped cream and the butter. Like, you guys, like when you have, if you have plum pudding and hard sauce, you know, like you need like a milk chaser to finish off that dessert because, like, as much as I like wine, that is so sweet. You need the milk chaser to finish it off. This is so chef's kiss. It's so good, you guys. Oh, I was so happy to have been able to discover this through my friend Emmy, and I am so thankful. I love this one. So everything I just described to you, that is what this is in a bottle. Now, the bottle itself is like an okay kind of bottle. It's not like super like crazy, but I love it. I love it for winter. And now kind of getting over this time of year to be able to wear this and pull it off as our temperatures are warming up a little bit. A little. It is Halifax, Nova Scotia, so we're still cold, but I really do enjoy this one. Again, this would be one of the top 10 for life. 100%. A newly acquired fragrance to my collection, and I fell in love again. It was a sample from Emmy. Thank you, Emmy. Basically, she's an enabler. I love it. Love you. But this is from MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold. Now, I just picked up the small one. These are very expensive. This was pricey just for the 30 ml, but it was worth it. This is what I would consider if I had a signature scent, let's say. Not that I do, because I can't do that. I couldn't ignore, it was already hard to leave the other 100 bottles up here and only pick 10 to share with you on this video. But if I were to have a signature scent during the daytime, I would pick Gentle Fluidity Gold. This is a beautiful, like ambery vanilla fragrance. Oh, there's just a little hint of fruit. Like I almost get pear. Like I pick up pear in the air. I don't take on pear on my skin. I take this and then the vanilla just cranks right up. The amber kind of gives like a more of a 70-30, 70 vanilla, a little amber on the bottom, 30. But this is absolutely gorgeous. The longevity of this. There are some niche brands where I don't know how that they can afford to charge so much because their performance is poor. This is by far a very strong performing fragrance. One spray, you're good for the whole day. Again, if I could have a signature scent for the daytime, this would be it right here. And again, that's Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK. And last but not least, you guys knew I wouldn't be able to make this video without Ani from Nishane. As I mentioned with the Gentle Fluidity Gold, the Ani by Nishane would be my signature scent for the evening. This is a very heavily vanilla base that it just changes so much. This is probably the least linear of all the fragrances I have in my entire collection. This is one of the reasons why I love this fragrance so much. It takes on a story of its own. You get the initial blast of ginger, and then I get the cardamom, and then on my body, the vanilla that is on the base just it cranks right up, and I smell like a treat. But again, like I said, to start, it's got that brightness of ginger, a little spice, a little ginger, and then the cardamom, the spice definitely comes up, and then it rolls into the vanilla. And you will spray this once, it'll be on your clothing for weeks. One of my favorite perfumers as well. There's a couple of hers here, Cecile Zarokian, that I really love, and I definitely found a place for my top 10. So Ani by Nishane. Absolutely adore this fragrance. You guys already know this. I'll say this is my number one fragrance. I know the rest of it wasn't done in order here today. This is my number one. Has been, probably always will be. Like I say, my fragrance tastes don't change too much. If I hype up a fragrance, if I put it right up there on the pedestal, it's staying on a pedestal. And other things can come up with it, but I don't tend to take it away and trash it and say, no, I don't like it anymore. So this will be for life, 100%. And next time I buy this, I know I haven't used it much, but next time I purchase this one, I'm getting 100 ml. This is a 50 ml as well. So almost everything, again, I purchased on fragrancebuy.ca or Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada. Some of those fragrances from Shoppers I was able to purchase for free, just the taxes, because if you save your points, I highly, if you're Canadian, suggest that you do this and then splurge on those redemption days. And I'm not going to go through that in this video, but if you're Canadian, you probably know all about that. So you guys, that is everything. Thank you so much for joining me on Fragrance Friday. If you like this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. And if you like other types of videos I do miscellaneous Mondays, which is a lot of Lululemon hauls these days, amongst other things such as empties and favorites and things like that. And on Wednesday, I talk about candles, or it's Wax Wednesday, so candles and wax melts that I test throughout my home, because again, just like Fragrance Friday for your body, I love my home to smell amazing. So if that interests you, definitely stick around and subscribe down below. As always, you guys, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.